Hey guys, welcome back to Faith and Farm. Well, today we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about the Madera Fair and how we did there. We talked a little bit about on the last video about how Daniel did with his chickens, which obviously did really well, and we're super proud of him. But we're also going to talk about how we did for the pigs and also what we learned during that process and what our future is going to be with the pigs here on our farm from here on out. So, or for a while anyways. So anyways, guys, come with me as I feed and as I talk to you about the Madera Fair. Okay guys, so the Madera Fair, well, we had a good time. It was super busy. Not only did we have the pigs there and dealing with all the stuff with the pigs there at the fair, but we also had our small animal exhibit where we took a bunch of chickens and we had some goats and different stuff and just really promoting 4-H and the small animal aspect of 4-H. At the fair, because at our fair, a lot of the people don't get to see the small animal stuff. That all happens the weekend before the fair starts. Our fair is pretty short. It starts on Thursday and it ends on Sunday, so there's only 4 days. So the fair has asked us to put on a small animal exhibit in the fair to kind of promote 4-H and all that. So Katie and I were put in charge of that, and of course we jumped on it and we're excited to do it. But man, it was a lot of work. So needless to say, we didn't get a lot of video of the fair and things that went on. I'll go ahead and add some pictures and stuff like that as I talk, and I'll even add some of the little bit of video that we did get. So, all right, so let's start with the market pigs. With the market pigs, you know, it's different. You know, to me, a market pig is something that you want to eat. So you're going to grow it out to, you're focusing on something different than a breeder pig. And maybe I'm wrong about it, but you know, when it comes down to a market pig, I want something that's got a lot of muscle, that's got a good fat to muscle ratio, that's something that I'm going to want to butcher and I'm going to get the best quality meat. You know, for the cost of raising it. To me, that's a market hog. What I've noticed with a little bit of time doing these fairs, I've noticed that the judging on it, they more or less kind of judge the market hog more like a breeder, which I don't understand. But anywho, that's the way it's done. So that kind of went against what we did. I'll add some pictures of David and Daniel and their hog, or their hogs. We were extremely happy with the way they both turned out. Yin was, I think, in good shape. Even though we had to kind of back off on Yin, she ended up being 265 pounds. 280 is the max at our fair, and we were really concerned that she was going to go over. But we were able to kind of bring her back down at the last minute and keep her there. With Daniel and Spaghetti, she ended up being 260 pounds, which she would have been way heavier than that. Unfortunately, kind of fortunately, she got an ear infection, a couple months before fair, and she wasn't eating like she should and stuff like that. So that really kept her from gaining a lot of weight for a few weeks. And I think in the long run kind of saved our rear ends when it comes down to making weight. I'm pretty confident that if she didn't get that ear infection, she probably would have went overweight, or we would have had to have really cut back on her eating probably a month before the fair, and which I'm glad we didn't have to do that. So in their market aspect, they both took, I want to say they both took like kind of middle road. They were going up against some real pretty good looking hogs. To me, they're good looking show hogs. Of course the show hogs are going to get rated better than our hogs, but that's okay. We still made it. We still were able to sell. David got a decent price for his. Daniel, I wasn't real happy about the pricing that he got, but that's okay. At least he got to sell, and that's all that matters. We were able to put some money in his savings account. So we had a good time with that. On the breeder side, we took Miss Jeannie, and we had Brooklyn show Jeannie, and so she did super well. Out of, I think there was probably 7 or 8 breeders. Out of those 7 or 8, she ended up getting reserve champion, which means second place. So we were really, really happy with that. That was very exciting. Anyways, so we're really appreciative of Brooke. I think Brooke and Jeannie are going to be a very good team. Coming up next year, we're going to probably take Jeannie to the Chowchilla Fair, and Brooke's going to show her there, and we're excited. I think she's going to do really well then also. So anyways, well, let me start feeding. So that brings us to what I wanted to talk about for the future at Faith and Farm, or Purcell Farms is another name for our farm. So that kind of opened our eyes up in the showing aspect and kind of showed us that we can produce really good quality pigs, show pigs. So that is not going to deviate me on my original passion, which is producing a good market hog for kids, for 4-H and FFA kids that don't have the finances to spend on a $500 to $800 to $1,000 hog. And we're going to go ahead and still have our market hogs that we're going to sell for $200, and we're proud of those hogs. But we are going to start focusing also on show pigs. It opened our eyes that we can do it. That we've got a pretty good little bloodline through Jeannie, and we know that we've got a pretty good little bloodline going through Penelope. So we are going to be working with Shimpleys. We have a friend of ours, actually Brooklyn's sister, that is going to be helping us with kind of putting together a good combination of boars with our sows and gilts that have potential of having really good piglets. So we are going to concentrate on that aspect and be able to have some really good quality pigs to compete in the show line. Now those piglets will cost a little bit more to buy than $200. We're not sure exactly how much we want to sell those for, but of course it is going to take some extra money to get that quality of a pig for the show aspect. So we're excited about our future. We're excited about the future of Daniel and David in the show rink, and also Brooklyn and Blake, because now we're going to have, you know, learning what I learned at this last fair, we're going to have good quality pigs to take and compete against some of the high dollar pigs. And you know, so we're excited about that. So that's one thing that we are going to concentrate on, and we're going to work on, is a good show bloodline. So anyways, I'm gonna quit yapping. I'm gonna start feeding, and I'll let you guys look at, instead of staring at me, staring at some little piglets. Okay guys, so yeah, so we had a good time at the fair and all that, and that kind of got us thinking a little bit more of changing paths a little bit in the essence of doing the show pigs and stuff. So anyways, to get on what's going on here at our farm, piglets. So I think I've already shown you guys these before the fair. They were born, and they're getting big. We actually just had 2 days ago, 2 days ago, my days are running close. 2 days ago, we had our 4-H group come out, and we showed them how to ear notch, and we also showed them how to castrate the boar hogs. So anywho, we got 6 boar, well, 5 barrows, 1 boar. We kept 1 because we always tend to have somebody that is looking for an intact boar. So we've got 1 boar, 5 barrows, and we've got 4 gilts. So some of them have already been spoken for, and which is great. But the other ones we're definitely going to be selling. So if anybody is interested in purchasing any piglets, these ones are coming out of Paprika, which actually is the mama of Penelope, which she's a really good looking gilt that we're going to be breeding and keeping as a breeder. But out of Paprika and out of Papa. So yeah, so if you guys are interested in any piglets and you're here in the Central Valley or in California and you're able to pick up piglets, let me know, hit me up. So, but yeah, so they're doing really good, and we're really happy with them. So here's Miss, oops, move my hand there. Miss Penelope. Miss Penelope's going to be getting AI'd here in October next month. So I'll try to get some video of that when that happens. There's tons of videos out there. You know, if you're looking to do that, whoops, sorry guys. If you're looking to do that on your own, there's plenty of videos out there that you guys can watch that will show you guys how to do all that. But yeah, maybe if I'm able, I'll set the camera up and get some video of us doing that. Luckily, we're blessed to have a man that is part of our 4-H group that went to college and has done all that kind of stuff in college here at college here in California. And so he's willing to teach me how to do that. So big shout out to Matt Barklow. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much what's going on. Nothing else has really changed. We are going to be selling. We're actually, our next thing here now is to get ready for our up and coming poultry shows, the open shows. So we're going to be getting birds ready to do that. We're going to be selling a whole bunch of our birds, our show birds that we hatched out this year at these shows. So if you guys go to any of the shows here in California, we're going to do Paso Robles is our first one, is December 2nd. And then after that, I believe, is Hollister. And then after Hollister is Lodi. And then after Lodi is Fresno. So if you guys are going to be at any of those shows and would like to meet us, you know, let me know and come up and say hi if you see us there. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming with me and listening to me babble about the fair and what our future looks like here on the farm. As you can see, pretty sunset tonight. I was out finishing up the boat. Katie and I are getting ready to go on a trip tomorrow to go to the California Delta with the boat and some friends of ours to take a little vacay with no kids. Thank God. No, we love our kids. But anyways, if you haven't, please subscribe, hit the like button, and share with your friends and family. And we're slowly going up on our subscriptions. So follow us on, of course, YouTube, but also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Katie's been trying to put out a lot of shorts and stuff, little cute stuff like dogs driving with a cat and stuff. So. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging in with us, and we'll catch you all on the flippity flop.